Okay, going to take you through step by step some oak doors. These are going to be done with a loose tenon, and I'm going to be using the FD 250 instead of a domino. You could obviously use your domino to cut these like I have on other doors. So this is a load of rough sawn oak, English oak, and sort of got a wane edge on one side, or a live edge if you're in the States. So to process this, what I tend to do is rip it roughly on the sliding saw, and then plane it, and then go back to the panel saw, and that way you've got it all square, and then your cut on the panel saw will then be a square edge. Okay, so one of the benefits of not using the sort of traditional tenon and using a loose tenon is that you can cut your rails to the exact width. It's much quicker. Saying that, I have got some tenoning discs coming from White Hills, so the next set of doors I'll be doing with traditional mortise and tenons. You can see the difference there. So repeatability on this setup, once you set up your stops, is key. There is you did see me marking out, but I was only marking out just to double check myself as I cut. That's one of the benefits over using the domino. It's just quicker. This is a quicker system once you've got your stops set up, but as I say, domino does it just as well. So on this machine you can move the kind of stop to a 90 degrees, then you can do the end grain as well. Pretty simple. So you can see here I'm flipping the wood on 4 sides to get the rounded edge on the loose tenons. Since making this video I've now got some new cutters from Tipman. They're awesome and they're like a half round, and you can just do this each side in one pass, so much better. So this is a pair of doors. One will be bolted top and bottom mostly, and the main door will be shut against it with a lock. What is great about the loose tenon as well, it is such a snug fit. As I said, I am getting some tenoning discs, or actually grooving discs, for my spindle moulder. They're really expensive, but I'm going to be experimenting with seeing how quickly I can cut the kind of mortise and tenons compared to these loose tenons. Because one of the benefits of the mortise and tenon is obviously it's sort of half the glue up time, but if you haven't got the machinery, it's quite a slow process. So because I don't make many doors or gates, I don't have a dedicated tenoner. They are excellent. I've worked in a shop before that had one, they're brilliant, but I just don't really have the space. I found these grooving discs for making tenons on your spindle moulder, so I will be showing a video on those when they arrive, and hopefully they're going to be the answer to the occasional door or gate that I make. So this is a new hinge jig from FC Tools. Check them out, there's a link in description. This makes fitting hinges to your doors so easy and quick. Okay, so the great thing about this FD250 is how you can use it to fit the locks as well. It's actually a really quick way of fitting like a 5-lever lock. I've had a few of these multi-tools and I eventually settled on this Festool one because it had this kind of guide, and it's brilliant when you put in sort of square holes. So in this case I put the little cutter on and it cut a nice square keyhole. Okay, so again I'm choosing to rebate for the window for the glass afterwards, and the reason is because it's quicker to run round here with a 10mm rebate. It's only a small rebate, and then just clean up the corners as it is trying to come in with a spindle moulder on these long edges. Now this is something I wanted to show you. This is from Tipman, almost like a little spindle moulder. You get, it's really windy today, all that noise, sorry about that. You put this over there, instead of changing all the bearings, put it in. It's a real big beast. You want a powerful unit to run this, like I've got a 2020 Festool, or you know, like a big type Triton, something big to run it, and that's going to go around the edge there. Going to give us our 10mm. We're not plunging very deep, probably only halfway through. So this hot melt gun's pretty cool. I've done a video on it before. You can do your running repairs and carry on working straight away, no waiting for it to cure, absolutely instant. I'm just using a small amount of frame sealant just to stop any rattling. As I say, it's an internal door, and I'll just put some beads on the back. Okay, that just about wraps it up for this one. As always, thanks so much for watching. Special thank you to all my patrons for hanging in there. Really appreciate it, you lot. See you all on the next one. Bye.